The attacks always came the same way, fast, brutal, and without warning. A woman walking alone, a child gathering firewood, a shepherd tending to his flock. By the time anyone arrived, there was nothing left but blood in the grass. Between 1764 and 1767, the French province of Gévaudan lived in fear. Over 100 people were killed, dozens more wounded. Locals whispered of a monster, something bigger than a wolf, faster than a man, and hungry for human flesh. They called it La Bête du Gévaudan, the Beast of Gévaudan, and no one knew what it was. It began in the summer of 1764. A young woman tending cattle in the countryside was attacked and killed. Her body was found badly mauled, her throat torn open. The villagers assumed it was a wolf. But then came the next attack, and the next. The victims had something in common. They were found with deep, clean wounds, sometimes decapitated, sometimes with organs removed. Many of the bodies weren't eaten, just destroyed, and wolves don't kill like that. As fear spread, the stories became more elaborate. Witnesses described a large, canine-like creature with reddish fur, a black stripe down its back, and an enormous mouth filled with sharp teeth. Some said it walked on 4 legs. Others swore they saw it stand like a man. The King of France, Louis XV himself, took notice. He dispatched professional wolf hunters, armed soldiers, even his own gun-bearer to bring down the beast. They killed wolves, dozens of them, but the killings continued. Some even said they shot the creature, watched it fall, only for it to get back up and run away. The attacks weren't random. The beast seemed to prefer women and children. It avoided armed men. It struck quickly, disappeared into the forests, and was never seen coming or going. Some claimed it wasn't alone, that it had a mate or a handler, or that it wasn't an animal at all. Rumors began to swirl that it was a trained creature owned by someone in the nobility, that it was a werewolf, a man cursed to hunt his neighbors. Others believed it was a punishment from God, sent to punish the sins of Gévaudan. But perhaps the strangest part of all, no one could agree on what it looked like. Too big for a wolf, too fast for a bear, too vicious for a man. It was like something no one had seen before or since, and yet the bodies kept piling up. In 1767, a local hunter named Jean Chastel claimed to have finally killed the beast. The story goes that he shot it with a silver bullet during a hunt deep in the forest. The body was dragged back to town and buried. And just like that, the attacks stopped. No more killings, no more sightings. The terror ended as suddenly as it had begun. But no one ever proved what the beast was. The corpse that Chastel supposedly shot was never properly examined, and some say it was quietly buried to stop the panic, regardless of whether it was the real thing. And that's where the story becomes legend. Since then, theories have swirled. Some believe it was a massive wolf-dog hybrid, bred and trained to kill. Others think it was a hyena or exotic animal brought to France by collectors. Still others insist it was a serial killer using the legend to cover his tracks. But none of those theories explain everything. Not the speed, not the strength, not the way it seemed to vanish into thin air. And so the mystery lives on. Even today, in the forests of south-central France, locals still speak of the beast. Statues have been raised, films made, books written. But the question remains, what was the Beast of Gévaudan? Was it a real animal, a man-made monster, a demon in disguise? Or was it something older, something ancient that simply came down from the mountains, took what it wanted and disappeared? We'll never know, and that's what makes it so terrifying, because when there's no answer, anything is possible. Have you heard of the Beast of Gévaudan before? Do you think it was a real creature or something else entirely? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more legends like this one, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Until next time, stay on the road. And never walk alone in the woods.